Welcome to Littleton Common. I'm Barbara McRae.
And I'm Bob Spinozzi.
Spring has sprung. March certainly came in like a lion, and who says the old sayings are dead, right?
Right.
Yeah, the lion was certainly roaring in Massachusetts, and it really got it, and so did Littleton, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were without power for like 15 hours. Did you have anything?
We got lucky, Barbara. This time, we got lucky. We didn't lose it at all. But I mean, 15 hours is rare for Littleton, as we all know.
Yeah.
The Littleton Power and Light, Groton has their own municipal light department. We have great success when we have these big storms. Like, I had a lot of friends who live in Westford. They have National Grid. Some of them lost power for 4 or 5 days during that storm.
Yeah. Yeah, we were lucky. And the day that we lost power, it was kind of a nice day, and it was sunny. So I just got a blanket, and I laid on the couch, and I read a book, and, you know, I just did it all day long. Yeah. That's very unusual for me. So it was nice that the power was off for me, because I could sit and do nothing. And then in the evening, I had a flashlight and finished the book, and but I really didn't.
Did it come on late at night? Come back on late at night?
Yeah, and I didn't really miss it that much.
No.
But
but we are lucky in that respect.
Yeah, but 3 nor'easters, or was it 4 or 5?
4, I think.
Has that ever happened before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we.
The media hasn't compared it with any other year, anyway. No.
Oh well.
We got through it. We got through it. Here we are. It's April.
Yes, we're ready. We're ready. Now it's on to warmer weather and pulling out the summer clothes, which reminds me that the Friends Thrift Shop will be having its $3 a bag sale for 2 weeks starting on April 23rd to May 4th. We want to empty the shop and bring out the spring and summer clothes because we have plenty. It's also time for the Thrift's fashion show, and June is the time for that. Look for our ads and come to see what you can find for your summer wardrobe, or just join us for fun and fashion. The Senior Diner staff welcomes all seniors who would like a good lunch and visit with good friends. The meals are listed in the Senior Broadcaster, and the cost is only $2. So come in and have lunch, and this is our 50s, style diner, but we have 2018 style food. This month, the ladies' breakfast is on April 12th. The men's breakfast is April 18th, and the veterans' breakfast is on April 25th. And all breakfasts begin at 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Now, Merrimack Valley services provide and help us with the lunch menu and food.
Yeah, the Minuteman.
Minuteman, I'm sorry. What did I say? Merrimack Valley? Yeah, Minuteman.
That's okay.
But these breakfasts are something separate?
Yeah.
They're done pretty much in-house?
Yeah, they are. In fact, the Friends of the Council on Aging help with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have volunteers that do it. So, the winter has been tough, so why not get out and come in for a hot lunch? Take a trip upstairs to the thrift shop and go to the monthly movie. Imagine, for a few dollars, you will have a day out with lunch, movie, and a little shopping. You can do this with a friend or find some new ones.
Our director, Liz Tretiak, wrote a great note for the broadcaster this month. I hope everyone takes the time to read it, and I'll be talking to Liz a little later in the show.
Councils on Aging seem to be off limits for some seniors. It's an old wives' tale. They all are old. This is what we hear. They all are old. Not my thing. I'm not ready. Well, how can we make all of those ideas go away? We are trying. And with enough space and a place for the activities that are up to the standards of our young seniors, we can have the programs that will give you what you need. We have done a lot of research into other centers around Massachusetts. Surprisingly, the word is, and I can hear it now, the seniors don't need, don't want, or are just at the bottom of the totem pole. But that's not true. We are trying to help but there is no money or no requests. So hear me now. Let's find some money, and here is the request. Housing is another issue. Seniors who have lived in Littleton, making it their permanent home, would like to keep it that way in their so-called golden years. And I guess it's assumed golden years mean we are in the money. But who started that saying anyway? Enough of that for now. For the last few months, 20 of your Littleton seniors and 3, I call them youngers, have been working on the next Senior Follies, the Futuristic Follies movie. Yes, you heard right, movie. It has been fun, interesting, and a learning experience, and a little scary. The Futuristic Follies, the movie, sounds different. It is. There have been many days of taping, scheduling, reschedule, and retaping, old dialogue, new dialogue. We all have decided we appreciate the work that movie makers must go through. But anyway, we hope you will come to the high school Arts Center on April 15th and enjoy the work we have done. Maybe even have a laugh or two, but more are appreciated. Tickets will be on sale in advance at the Friends Thrift Shop and at the front door the day of the play, movie. $5. Call the COA office for more information at 978-540-2470. We will be taking a look at 200 years from now and our Littleton COA. Now, it's all in fun, and we certainly hope that by 2214, the next generations will enjoy a beautifully, physically fit senior center. But we hope we don't have to wait that long. So come to the Follies, April 15th at 2 p.m. at the High School Arts Center. Tickets are $5 each, and all the profits will go to the Friends of the Council on Aging's Fund for Senior Programs.
Now here's an example where the Follies sequel, as I'll call it, will be better than the original. It's been, what, 2 years since the last Follies?
One year.
Was it last year?
The year before.
Year before, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be the last one.
Yeah.
And by popular demand.
Or
right?
Something crazy.
Isn't that how it worked out, though? The popular demand?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Popular demand by I don't know who, but we're doing it anyway.
By everyone who watched the last one, yeah.
Yeah. I hope people come because everyone really worked hard. They did. The same people came back and are willing to throw themselves out there in front of the audience and be silly. But we had fun.
And you threw a whole bunch of innovation in this one. It's a movie.
Yeah. Wait and see. Wait and see.
You.
Nancy Levine is still working hard to keep the Friends of the Council on Aging's intergenerational programs up and running. The Book Buddy program is a success, and both seniors and children enjoy the interaction. Thank you, Michelle Barth, for sharing her kindergarten class with us older folks. If you are interested in reading a story for this class, call the COA office, leave your name and phone number, and someone will call you with details. And by the way, the third graders decorate the senior diner for each holiday, and thank you to that class. And thank you to the high school students who help with work at the thrift shop. There's going to be such fun this month for the crafters. On Wednesday, April 25th, create your own May basket and follow the May Day theme. You will use silk flowers and any treasure you wish to include in the decoration of the basket. So join us in the Shattuck Street Multi-Purpose Room at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, April 25th. You must register for class, so call 978-540-2470. And the cost for this day is $4. Right now, let's listen to Evan Thea and what's happening at Indian Hill.
Thank you, Barbara. It's April, and we've got a fantastic lineup of concerts and events over at Indian Hill for you this month. Things start out with our annual Performathon, which is a fundraiser that our music school students and faculty do to raise money for scholarships and outreach programs. And that's happening Friday, April 6th in the evening, and Saturday, April 7, most of the day over at Indian Hill Music School. And our students and faculty will be offering free concert recitals all through those times. And people can come and watch. It's all free, and contributions are accepted for our music school scholarship and outreach funds. Our Discovery Lecture Series continues on Saturday, April 14th at noon. And this time it's the history of the concerto with Dr. Daniel Felsenfeld. He's a composer and a pre-concert lecturer over at the New York Philharmonic. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in hearing a lecture, admission is $10 at the door. You can learn more 486-9524 or online, indianhillmusic.org. The Boston Chamber Music Society is coming into our Kaleidoscope Gallery Chamber Series, and that's also Saturday, April 14th, 8 o'clock p.m. over at the Kaleidoscope Gallery in Groton. Tickets for that are $35. It's going to be a great concert. They'll be performing music of Mozart, Beethoven, and Schumann. Our Box Lunch concert series continues Thursday, April 19, with 2 shows, one at 11 and one at 1:30 p.m. And this time it's our own 20-member flute orchestra playing a variety of music arranged for flutes. And you can make reservations for a group for that, 486-9524. Our Chamber Music at Indian Hill series will be happening on Friday, April 20th, 7 o'clock p.m. And this time, a couple of our faculty musicians will be performing classical and romantic music by Schubert, Telemann, and Rachmaninoff. And that's Bethany Stefan on violin and Sarah Tucko on piano. And again, Friday, April 20, 7 p.m. Tickets are $15. You can get those at the door. The Orchestra of Indian Hill has its season finale concert Saturday, April 28th, 7:30 p.m. over at Littleton High School Performing Arts Center. And Maestro Hang and the orchestra are going to have a variety of outstanding showpieces for orchestra by Tandan, Doherty, Enescu, his Romanian Rhapsody, Vaughan Williams' Tuba Concerto with our principal tuba, Michael Stefan, Fire's Suite No. 2 from the Three-Cornered Hat, and lots more. And that's Saturday, April 28th, 7:30 p.m. Tickets online, indianhillmusic.org or 486-9524. Think about signing up for music lessons. If you've been wanting to take the piano or learn something new, our spring classes are available in April, and we've also got registration for summer programs. So take advantage of everything Indian Hill Music has to offer for you.
Thank you, Eve. You know, so many enjoy the box lunch, and if you haven't been to Indian Hill for this treat, mark your calendar and pack your lunch. It brings such a lovely afternoon to people in Littleton and the surrounding towns. In spite of the threat of snowstorms, the annual St. Patrick's Day luncheon hosted by the Friends of the COA was a great success. We are New Englanders, after all, and not afraid of a little weather. So thank you to the O'Neill, also thank you to the O'Neill Cinema for donations of movie tickets for our prizes. April is the month we rest while others host the seniors for lunch. The Friends will be on stage for the Follies instead. There are 2 special treats this month when the Littleton School Department hosts their 5th annual spaghetti luncheon in honor of Littleton senior citizens. April 5th is the date and 1 p.m. is the time. And it will happen at the high school cafeteria, but please do not come early because school will still be in session. Park at the rear of the building. Come to the COA office and get your tickets for the spaghetti luncheon and also for the Littleton Light and Water Department's annual luncheon. We have 2 great special dates to remember, April 5th and April 18th. Wednesday, April 18th is the Light Department's annual luncheon and is also at the Littleton High School cafeteria. They will have raffle items. Tickets for both are waiting for you at the COA office, but there's a limited amount, so get them early. You know, volunteers are an important part of the Council on Aging. And this month, the Council is recognizing volunteer Hal Arthur for all he does for elder and human services. Hal has been dependable, flexible, and above all else, caring. His answer about his inspiration for volunteering, he has responded, he wanted to use his spare time helping others. Thank you, Hal. And if you all have time and would like to volunteer, the Council on Aging staff would be happy to meet with you. We are looking for substitutes also to work in the thrift shop when our volunteers are on vacation or going to appointments. So come and see what you can do. Speaking of helping people as a good thing, the Littleton Council of Churches is providing a day of caring on Saturday, May 5th, to assist those in need with yard work. So call Nicole Lawrenson at 978-540-2475 or Tina Mader at 978-542472 to find out about this special day. Sign up is by April 13th, so get out there if you need the work and get that sign up for you. Get yourself signed up. The Catholic Heart Work Camp will be coming to Littleton the week of June 25th to June 28th. The group provides a variety of light home improvements for those in need. A team of youths from across the U.S. arrive at your home to provide assistance with painting, repairing screens, cleaning out closets and garages, and much more. But please call Tina Mader or Nicole Lawrenson in the outreach office for further information and assistance to complete a work order. Numbers to call are the ones I gave you, and again, they are 978-540-2472 and 978-542475, and you must sign up for this one by April 30th. The town offices will be closed on April 16th to observe Patriots' Day. The Littleton Historical Commission will hold its annual Patriots' Day ceremony on April 19th at 7 p.m. at Liberty Square on Taylor Street, and that's between Crane Road and Foster Street. This ceremony honors the men who fought the battles for our country's independence, leaving the muster ground at Liberty Square on the morning of April 19, 1775, to march to Concord. A large percentage of Littleton men joined the troops during the war, and by tradition, we take a few minutes to pay tribute. The Boxborough Minutemen will be on hand to salute the Patriots. So put on your tricorn hat and bring the family, rain or shine, to celebrate this important occasion in American history.
Bill Bale's internet computer classes are held on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30 in room 230. April 5th is backing up data, different approaches. April 12th, using search in the browser and various applications. That's a makeup date for a date that had been scheduled in March. April 19th, sharing information on the internet. April 26th, telephone scams and internet phishing. Now on Saturday, April 21st, celebrate Earth Day by joining friends and family with an afternoon hike to one of Littleton's most beloved areas. Prouty Woods boasts beautiful fields, forests, frontage along Long Lake, and when you're on top of Wilderness Hill, there are views to the west and north, including Mount Monadnock and Wachusett as well. Park along the back of the lot at the fire station and off Wilderness Road behind NEF headquarters building. Now our guest this month, our Elder and Human Services Director, Liz Tretiak, and I'll join her in a few minutes.
Yes, and I will speak with Steve Twomey, Advertising Sales Executive for LPI, the people who publish our newsletter. So why don't we join them now?
Well, Liz, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thanks, I'm happy to be here.
Now, you've really only been here since mid-February.
That's right.
I'm sure you have a lot going on right now.
That's for sure. I have been trained by Jamie Guttner, who's been the interim director. She came on in December, I believe, and she was a former COA director, so she's been very helpful.
Where was she COA director at?
In Needham.
Oh,
So
okay.
quite much
So
larger.
we borrowed her for a little bit of time.
Yeah. Oh, she's retired. She retired.
Oh, okay, I see. So you got to kind of learn the ropes because going into a new position and not being able to have the predecessor there makes things a lot more difficult.
Yes, and I had the extra challenge of going from a private company into the municipality world, which is a big
Tell us a little bit
difference.
about that transition. What exactly were you doing at your former job?
So previously I was working at an ASAP, which is an Aging Services Access Point. It's a network of 26 companies across Massachusetts, and they're all under the Executive Office of Elder Affairs, and they all deliver elder and human services. So I was doing that, and I was the director of client services there. I oversaw some of the home care programs, supportive housing. So in that position, I had been working with COAs pretty closely, and every time I went to a different COA, I was like, I think that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, so you saw several.
Yeah. Our agency at the time covered 14 different towns.
Now, you were in Marlborough, if I'm
Yep.
not mistaken? So the towns were obviously in a radius from, yeah.
Yeah, we covered the Metro West area.
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
good. Now here, at your new job here in Littleton, you have a staff of volunteers, and you have a couple of outreach workers.
Yep.
Tina and Nicole. Yep. Why don't you give us a little backdrop on that?
Sure. Tina Mader has been with the town of Littleton for 24 years. She's our licensed social worker. She has a huge wealth of knowledge and information, and she's just incredibly helpful in all aspects of her job. Now, Nicole has been with us only since September, I believe. So she's a newer addition, but she has also a wealth of knowledge, and she's also doing our Littleton Coalition Against Addiction program, which is new.
So it's something brand new.
It's something brand new, yeah.
And of course, it's front and center in the news today,
Definitely,
addiction, so.
definitely. Especially, I believe, in Lowell yesterday, there were 4 overdoses within a 12-hour span, so the opioid addiction problem is huge right now.
Yeah.
So Littleton is ahead of the curve forming this coalition.
So the three of you are interacting on a daily basis, or however often you want to do it.
Definitely. And we also have van drivers who do our transportation program. We have the volunteers who help in the office, and we have our senior tax work-off program individuals too.
Can you use any more volunteers?
Yes, we can always use more volunteers. There's always work to be done.
I'm sure. But the transportation must be a big part of it.
Transportation is
It's very
huge.
important to a lot of folks to be able to rely on someone to get a ride to a doctor's appointment or shopping, anywhere.
Definitely. We do on average about 500 rides a month right now.
500?
Yeah. Ideally, we try to have 2 vans going per day, and we travel all over the region. We even do trips into Boston on Friday, every other Friday, to medical appointments.
Okay, sure.
So it's an extremely busy program.
Right. Now let's talk about some of the other programs that you have. I'm not terribly familiar with everything that you have here, but I'm aware of the computer classes and fuel assistance, tax assistance, helping folks do their yearly federal tax return.
Yep.
But generally, you provide all sorts of information to folks who are looking for referrals.
Yep.
Tell us about some of the things that are involved here.
Sure. So Tina and Nicole handle most of the referrals. They do one-on-one appointments. They meet with people to get an idea of all of their needs, not just, they might be coming in for one issue like fuel assistance, but they might need help in other areas too, but not even know that the help is available to them. So there's, SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which used to be called food stamps. SMOC referrals. We have a small food pantry here on site. We do referrals for furniture, help, clothing assistance, kind of veterinary care even, kind of do the whole gamut.
You really need to come into the office and find out a lot of the things that they do. Right down to, my wife had a knee operation last year, and Tina provided us with a couple of walkers and canes.
Yep.
And I wasn't even aware that you could help us with things like that.
Right.
And not have to buy it.
Exactly. We partner with the Rotary Club, and we have an entire inventory of adaptive equipment that we loan out to people.
Now, again, you've only been here a short time. Can you see any things that you might want to start implementing, any kind of programs or?
Yeah, I keep hearing everyone wants...
You don't have to tell us right now, but...
Well, yes.
Or you can.
I keep hearing trips. Everyone wants to go on trips, so that's definitely on my radar. We have some things in the works. I'd like to get some evidence-based programs in that improve memory and balance, and maybe even chronic disease self-management, chronic pain self-management. There's a whole host of programs out there that we can have here.
Okay. And do you have any trips coming up that come to mind?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Do you have certain hours where folks can drop in, and what are those hours? And let's let everyone know exactly where you are in the town offices. Sure.
We're in the town hall. We are tucked over kind of on the side, and we're in room 230, I believe, 233.
Second floor, yeah.
Second floor.
Yeah.
And we're generally open 9 to 4, unless it's a snow day and we're closed, but 9 to 4 we're available.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I've only been here a short time, but I've met lots of people, and I'm excited to meet more. And if anyone has suggestions or ideas, I'd love to hear them. So I welcome anyone to stop by my office and introduce themselves. Okay,
and please, I want you to come on with me again.
Absolutely.
Give you a few more months this time, and then you can tell us some of the things that you're going to start implementing.
That sounds great.
Thanks so much, Liz.
Thank you.
We like getting our senior broadcaster sharing the news and activities at the Council on Aging, Elder and Human Services. This newsletter has to go through a lot of channels before it comes to you. Some of us read it and some don't. The people who work on it hope their work is not in vain. Articles have to be of interest. Programs, wellness articles, diner information, and special events. Half a dozen people send in information about their organization or program. Next, that information is brought to someone who gets the articles, edits them, adds clip art, corrects mistakes, and then makes sure everything fits into the current month's issue, and she hopes it all fits. Add to this proofreaders. When all of this is complete, the finished work is sent to the publisher, printed and sent back to the COA, where addresses are attached by volunteers. And last, someone brings it to the post office so it can be mailed to you. So next time you receive the broadcaster, read it before you take it to the wastebasket. Today, I am with Steve Twomey, Advertising Sales Executive for LPI. Steve connects with businesses who would like to advertise, especially their businesses, in our broadcaster. LPI also has added color to the newsletter. So Steve, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And tell us what you do.
I represent the publisher, and what I do in order to provide free newsletters to the senior centers. We sell advertising, and so it's an advertiser-supported piece. So we target advertisers who target the senior market, and hopefully they would like to do it. They like to partake on it. They put their ads on there. Hopefully the readers will then support the advertisers, and they'll want to continue to do it, and we can provide free newsletters on an ongoing basis.
I think that probably people watching us today don't realize that free is a big word there, and we only can have that if there's a way to pay for it.
Exactly. Right? Well, because really, it's life. There's nothing is free.
Yeah.
So, to publish, to post, to send, there's costs involved. So we are a for-profit company, and we find that we can, generally sell enough advertising to make it profitable and to provide free service for the newsletter, for the senior centers. Usually we're operating on limited budgets, so this helps. And what really helps, though, is if the people who read and support the advertisers sometimes will tell the advertiser, hey, I saw your ad, mention that type of thing. It really helps. It helps out.
Yeah, yeah. So then you have to go knocking on doors, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
I've done it all my life, so it's...
so, but it's like, is it a daily thing that you have to do? Do you?
Well, yeah. Normally, how I do it is I'll do a lot of research before I come into an area. I'll look at all the types of businesses that are most likely to advertise on the newsletter. I talk to the senior centers themselves to see if there's people who approach them about advertising on the newsletters, or they have people they're working with or doing business with who they might be able to recommend as being likely people who'd want to be on the newsletter. So it's a great piece. The newsletter is a fabulous piece if you, in today's world, everything's target marketing. If you're trying to target a specific local senior audience, there's really nothing better than the newsletter, because seniors, our studies will have the seniors read it multi-times a month.
Yep.
What's going on, what's going on, what's for lunch. It's got all the information in there, but all the stuff that's going on. Right. So they'll see the advertisers' ads multi times.
Right.
And it's a great way for advertisers to brand their services, to tell people what they do, to introduce themselves to people. Generally, people use a business because they feel comfortable with it. And there's all different ways people get comfortable, and that's why companies spend all this money advertising, is to get their brand out. And this is a great way for people to target and hit that local market.
Well, hopefully, yeah, you're right, that the seniors read it and then notice the advertisements so that they...
Well, if you go by our, and I believe this, seniors read it all the time. When I'm in a senior center, seniors will come up to me and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'll say, "Oh, here, I'm selling advertising, so you guys get free newsletters." And I'll have them. My son owns the car dealership. They'll give me leads.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We love it. Thank you. And so that type of thing. So the seniors, and they'll tell me, they read it all the time. And I'm in there when they're picking them up. They're coming in. They can't find it. They see it all the time. So it's just a great piece. It's a great piece for advertisers who want to reach that market.
Yeah.
But what helps is when seniors do look at the newsletter, read the ads. If they mention it to their advertiser, "Hey, I saw you on thanks for advertising, thanks for supporting the senior center." That type of thing helps. It goes a long way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know that our seniors do read the newsletter, and there is a lot of information, and we're always trying to make it a little better too, and right now, like I said, we're putting everything in color, all the clip art and everything else, so that it'll make it interesting too. And by making it interesting, it probably helps the advertisers.
It absolutely does. Adding color, well, every study in the world, you're right. The world, we live in a colorful world, right? So people are always drawn to it. But it does make it a little more expensive to produce and publish the newsletter. So hence, that's why if anyone's watching and wants to advertise, give us a call.
Well, good.
It all helps out.
Okay. So anything else that you need to mention to us?
No, that's pretty much it. In terms of the newsletter, we do offer all types of services, not just newsletters. We do Catholic churches, obviously. People know us primarily. We offer internet options. We're a big company, and we do a lot of different things. But particularly for this, nope, just read it, use it.
Yeah.
Support the advertisers who help out.
Of course. Well, thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming today, and
thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We are ready to enjoy some sunshine and fresh air. Spring has sprung, folks. With any luck, of course, it's sprung. Go outside and breathe deeply. But meantime, don't forget to hug a senior.
And also, it's baseball season starts too.
Good.
You don't care.